I know. I see your comment. Hey, it's Tim. Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. Joined once again by the 5 foot wonder. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. 5 foot wonder. Spraying out right now. So I don't touch the damn cable. If I touch this cable one little iota, it's going to kill the cameras again.
So don't do that.
Oh my goodness. This is just ridiculous. Alright, so I'm, and it's one of those cables that's got to split out a little bit. I don't know. Okay. We're back. Sorry for all the BS, because that is BS. And I will cut that out of the live stream and go from there. I put down 13 ton of rock today, and Jill got her second COVID shot. So if we're a little loopy, that's why we're loopy. And I'm short of beer. I'm gonna get more beer. All right, so because it's definitely beer 30 at my house. And my hip hurts, my back hurts, everything hurts. The joys of getting older. Anyways.
Well, and I want to make sure everybody's seeing us because Jean, I said we're back, and Jean said where. So I see us on the screen, but I don't know if anybody else is seeing us on the screen.
There's that 9 second delay. It's like a 9 or 10 second delay. Yeah, so...
Okay, so he said yes.
Right. So,
right.
I mean, it just takes a little bit because... So, literally, to not to get into too many details in the weeds here, but I have a external USB addition. So, it has 4 inputs. And what literally the Windows was telling me was that addition was out of resources. And so I had to reboot the computer, which takes forever because it's a Windows. And I have a Mac that I've had for years, but the Mac has been, well, I've had for years. So I need to do it, and I just don't like pulling the trigger and that kind of stuff. But I need to do it because this is ridiculous to have these issues. Anyways, lots of stuff going on here. Lots of stuff going on in the channel. Everything's going. It's just crazy. So Jill and I were together in Texas, and there's tons of video coming out with that. I actually sat down yesterday. Was Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday was Tuesday, and I edited 6 videos. So a video went out this morning. 5 more. So I mean, the queue is so full. Gene sent us a video, by the way, too. Gene sent us a video on the Ford Ranger he has, and I watched like the first little bit. Gene, it's a little shaky cam, but I think it's fine. I mean, I could probably find some B-roll put in there. But anyway, so Gene sent us a video. I need to look over that more and more. Get that done. And this is going to be kind of exciting for those who are interested in minivans. My wife is now going to do video of minivan challenge. We're doing the Sienna, we're doing the Honda Odyssey, and we're doing the Chrysler Pacifica. And I'm getting her the agreements for her to drive them. And so her and my kids are going to do videos. And I'm basically putting her in charge because, frankly, I'm going to suck if I do those videos. And so I thought, here, this is A1 opportunity for you. So that's coming out, something that's coming out soon. So good stuff going on there. And yeah, it should be kind of fun. So anyways, I was going back to what we were going to talk about just before all the crap. Let's see. GM has, thank God, has decided to overhaul their seats in the Bolt and the Bolt EUV. And technically the Bolt EUV is an SUV, right? Because it's, I think, somewhat on the ring crossover looking thing. Anyways, I'm hoping, dear Lord, I'm hoping that they take that same philosophy throughout their lineup. Jill and I both rode in and did a Tahoe with our friend Kristen Shaw and Erica Mueller, who's writing for the website. And my goodness, those seats are just, I don't understand why they're so bad. Like, here's a company offering a $115,000 GMC Hummer, and they can't build a damn seat for a $30,000 pickup. Like, hello. Anyways, so I was really excited to see that, and I posted about it, and I was like, come on, finally, get some seats. So I'm hoping that we're going to go from there. Juan is here. Juan is from, he missed his dog. It'll be 1 July. Juan is from Puerto Rico. Do you know Juan? Juan is from Puerto Rico. Juan is one of the most long-time loyal fans of the channel. And Juan watches, he has to catch up. He watches everything. I don't know what he does in Puerto Rico, but he watches lots of YouTube. That's what I know. So, yeah, that's what's going in there. Minivan thing going in there. Yes, I have been in the sun. I did buy SPF 100, and I've been putting SPF 100 on last couple days. I didn't double apply today. I should have. I applied this morning, and I went out for lunch, and then I got the Kubota and leveled out the driveway, which you can find on my Instagram. Tim Dadastraw Instagram, I think it is. Anyways, you can find pictures of that, and I forgot to reapply after lunch. But yes, I am doing everything I can to stop looking like red faced.
I even sent him the link to the 100 SPF. Did you end up buying the Neutrogena Helioplex, did you buy something else?
I bought 2.
Okay.
Do you know? I actually saw the bottle, and I bought it at Walmart because it's the same as what Amazon one. But I was using SPF 70 before that same thing, and so then I bought 100. But I'm like, I just go outside, and it's like, and I mean, I'm like, I do the thing, and I'm like putting it all. I mean, I get it everywhere on. My beard looks like I'm like 20 years older because it's got a white all the way through it. That's more gray than I'm used to. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I'm like I use this stuff all the time, but I still can't. I don't know. It's one of those things. All right.
Reapply. That's it.
Yeah. He hasn't talked about snow in a while. It was awesome. Actually, this is bizarre. We had a rainy day yesterday. Like, the entire day was kind of rainy. And I was talking to the guy at the gas station. I got gas today and paid for it and all that kind of stuff. And I did not... I don't think I've ever seen a day in Nebraska in the past 6 years. We've had a rainy day all day. That's how bizarre that is. And so, we didn't have snow. We had rain all day. It was kind of interesting. But we have rain again Monday. Anyways, we need to move along from this conversation and get things that are going to be... Tim is not allowed in Tucson in the summer due to burst into flames here. I'm not putting the black under my eyes like football players. No, I don't know what the deal is. I do all that kind of stuff. Anyways, we were talking about the seats. Then Jill had something she wanted to talk about, and then
I was like I froze. My camera froze on the screen, or is it just my computer?
No, you're fine.
All right, I'm gonna do a refresh there, but yeah.
So Jill needs a new computer as well.
Well, I guess I need to talk to my boss, right?
oh, now I'm buying you a computer too. We haven't. So all right, here's the problem. Is I hired 2 fantastic women to work on the channel, and they both do fantastic jobs. The problem is, I said, hey, how about we get some backpacks? I'll put some logo on them. I'm going to buy a backpack anyways. I'm going to do a computer, traveling more, whatever. And that turned into like a 25 comment back and forth going on, and there's no decision made.
All I have to say is whatever you want is fine. I will agree to it.
Is water?
It's just water.
No, it's come on. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to have to buy... I'm not buying you backpack and a laptop. Come on. Not made of money.
Okay, then buy me a laptop.
Sure.
Please.
All right.
Yes, so I did have something I wanted to talk about because we keep digressing. And first off, while you were gone, I did have a conversation about pistachios. So I'm just showing my pistachios that do not have the shell in them. Sorry. I'm eating without the shell. I got a little bit of flack for that, but yeah. But that's what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was the Ford Bronco.
Yes, the Ford Bronco. Do you know, I've made Friends with the park service manager at the National Monument across the street. And he came over today because I had the Bronco Sport this week.
Okay.
And I felt like building a sign outside my house that said, this is Bronco Sport, and this is
not
Bronco.
the Bronco. No, so I posted a video to TikTok, and it was of the obscure Easter eggs that are on the Bronco.
Okay.
Not the Bronco Sport, on the Bronco. And, there's some longitude and latitude coordinates. There are, you lift up the rug, and there's a lasso on one of the tie-down areas. There's just some obscure ones. Like underneath the wheel well, it says "Lift me, baby." You can't really read it, but that's what it says. If you look under the front left wheel well, driver's side. So I post this video, and everybody's like, "The Bronco sucks. It's just on the Ford Explorer. It looks like a Ford Explorer. It's on the Ford Explorer platform. It's just crappy old Ford Explorer." On and on and on. Explorer, it looks like the Escape. It, looks, it's cheap, it's small, and I wish it looked like a concept. I'm like, are we talking about the same vehicle here? I don't think we're talking about the same vehicle. And, it's like after the 100th comment, and it could have even been like the 200th comment of, it's too small, it's crappy, it doesn't look like the concept. I'm just like, so I did a video comparing the two, and it's not getting any traction. So I'm like, do I go back and like post the link under every comment of this looks crappy? I don't know what to do, because like people clearly don't understand that there's a Bronco and a Bronco Sport. And so I've actually been contemplating writing a story about, the Bronco Sport and saying, this is not the Bronco. and maybe just kind of detailing the differences, because, the Bronco is built on the Ranger platform, and it's body on frame, and, it's bigger, it's wider, it's taller. Like, even in the video that nobody's watching, I stood next to the side mirror, and I'm literally as tall as the side mirror. And the Bronco Sport, like, the side mirror is like here. So, but yeah, I mean, so the question is, do you think, and I'm asking you, Tim, and you on the live stream chat, do you think it was a tactical error for Ford to put the Bronco Sport out first before the Bronco? And they launched it at the same time, but the Bronco Sport is in circulation first. Is that a tactical error on Ford's part?
Oh, I think it's a huge error. I think it's absolutely huge. I had the Bronco Sport for a week, and I had people asking about it all the time, because it's Bronco and then it's Sport.
Yeah.
Like, it's real small below, and it looks weird, and I think people are gonna go, oh, that's new Bronco, I'm gonna go buy something else right now, because people aren't in tune with the market as much as you and I are, and I think they're gonna see that and go, okay, that's the Bronco. I don't really want the Bronco. Then I'm gonna go buy something else. And I mean, I had people stop and buy, like the Park Ranger. He was asking questions about it. He goes, well, I'm gonna replace our Grand Cherokee. We want to get a Bronco, and he goes, I thought that was a Bronco Sport, and I don't want to buy that. And so I was like, he was immediately like going to go buy something else, until I literally downloaded. There's a picture on my phone, and it's on. I think somebody put it out, Ford put it out, whatever, and it's got the Bronco Sport in yellow and a Bronco in gray. And I literally have this on my phone, because I had so many people ask me about this week. I had to like literally show them that stuff and say, it's like I have to tell them what's going on. Yeah, I think a huge technical error. What I want to ask you, Jill. And this is something that kind of came up in conversations that before. So I recently deactivated my Twitter because I got tired of it. But before, when I was on Twitter doing stuff, and long story behind Twitter. But do you feel like the Bronco Sport is more feminine? It's more attractive to the female audience? And I had two ladies come up to me, and it's in my review. I actually talk about this. Video that whenever it goes out, it's done. I just need to schedule it. Anyways, two ladies in their 20s, well, one's 18, the other one's 20, who approached me in the parking lot. One approached me in the parking lot Menards with their boyfriend or husband, something like that. Another one approached me, is my neighbor, and her daughter is graduating high school. And I mean, she has a Jeep Wrangler right now, and she's like, man, I love this Bronco Sport. And what I'm hearing from Ford is that the majority of buyers are female for the Bronco Sport. And I was driving this around thinking to myself, like, I don't find the Bronco Sport appealing. Like, it's a vehicle I would not buy. It's something that it's not appealing to me, and I don't know what, I can't put my finger on it. But then my wife saw it, and I was in Texas with you when they delivered it, and she was texting me about it. People were slowing down to look at it. So, is it more of a feminine? Is it more attractive to women? I can't speak.
Been one of those days. Yeah, I think it is actually. And I mean, you look at the Bronco versus the Bronco Sport, and I really wish that they'd had them side by side. So I got to see the Bronco last week in Chicago. They were doing a consumer event for dealers and people who had put reservations down, and they invited some journalists to come out and look at it before the consumers got to see it. And so they had Bronco Sports there, but they didn't, like, they had like a little penned off area. I wish they had put a Bronco and a Bronco Sport together in the penned off area, because then it would have been very clear they are two very different vehicles. But to go back to your initial question, yeah, I really do think that more women are probably going to be attracted to the Sport than men, because the Sport is so much smaller, and I hesitate to use this word, but it's cuter. It's a little bit cuter than the actual Bronco.
Okay, you're saying the Bronco Sport, being that it's cuter and smaller, is more appealing to women. All right, wait a minute. We have a special guest joining us who's going to give her opinion. Oh, my wife has joined us.
Hi, Jill.
She's joined us for a special live stream.
Hello.
We had massive technical issues. Ignore that part. But anyways, all right, let me get the camera like this. I'll get you. All right, so the question was...
Wait, is she drinking water in the background?
Yeah.
I think that goes against the rules.
Okay, let me go grab something better.
That goes against the live stream rules. I'm just saying.
All right, yeah, we'll get that. Here's the problem: is I have to figure out how to turn Jill down
without disconnecting the
Yes.
the cable.
Well, yeah, because I got to turn. Let's see, if I really don't know how to do that. I'm confused on what I'm going to do with this.
What are you doing?
Well, I have the Jill on the speakers. So I can hear her, but if I mute the speakers, I can't hear. I don't think.
Echo.
Test 1 2, Jill. Can you test?
Test 1 2 3.
See?
More
See, I
technical
can't hear.
difficulties this evening.
So it is. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna do the best I can do with this, but yeah, I don't.
You need to mute the speakers.
Well, so
Never mind.
I'm gonna turn Jill down. So my wife is hard of hearing, so I turned it up for her to hear.
You don't have to do that. I'll be okay.
Okay,
Thank you, though.
so Jill, keep your hands away from your face. Jill. All right. Anyways, we were discussing Bronco Sport and the fact that maybe it's more appealing to women.
I liked it.
There we go. Case closed.
I liked it because it felt more accessible. I didn't feel like I had to grow 5 more feet just to be able to climb into the thing. I felt like I could drive it really easily, even though I didn't get to drive it. You know what really freaked me about the whole thing is anytime I would walk by it, if I had the key in my pocket, the screen would come on. And I wasn't even in the car, and it just really threw me. And I'm sorry, Ford. That was kind of cool, but I was really worried that I had left the car on overnight or that we were going to go out there and try and move it and the battery would be dead. So, yeah.
It is a little overkill. So the small screen and the big screen play this little sambo that has like...
Did you guys get video of that?
Yeah, I put video on the... I have video
I
of it,
haven't watched that one yet. I'm
No,
sorry.
it hasn't gone live yet. All right, settle down. Anyways, it shows in a little screen and the big screen. Well, the bigger screen, the bigger 6-inch screen, whatever it is, 8-inch screen, whatever the deal is. Anyways, it plays both, and so yes. So every time you get in the vehicle, it does turn on both. So we have high noon, pineapple and real juice.
Yep.
Vodka and soda.
Oh wait, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Way better. Cheers.
Way better.
Cheers.
So, you want to know what bothered me about the screen? The center screen and the screen behind the steering wheel don't match.
That's
No,
true.
yeah, they're off by a little bit. That's true. They're
They're
off by
a lot because one is a completely different graphic image than the other one,
They're
and
not
I was
even-
just like, no. I'm not even OCD, and I was like, no bueno, not good.
Yeah, no, I mean I agree. It was definitely weird, and so it's a strange vehicle. That's I don't know. So I'm gonna tell the story anyways. I kind of in.
Wait, are you truly telling that story?
Because here's what happened. The tow hook got bent. I know you didn't. I didn't follow up with you on this one.
No, but I told you that the front of the Ford lost a little bit of chrome. The poor thing.
It was fine. Jill's like, what's going on? So
Heather to the rescue. I should have worn a red coat.
I kind of got the Bronco Sport buried. The Bronco would have made it. The Jeep 392 I have outside would have made it, but it was wet dirt and got buried. So we spent an hour digging this thing out. And I do have a photo of this, but I don't know if I'm going to share this photo. Anyways, I did get it buried. It did get it buried so deeply we had to call the wife, and she brought a tow strap up with the F-150, and we pulled it free. Well, the following morning, I looked out at the Bronco Sport, and I had twisted. I didn't twist. It moved one of the tow hooks. And here's the funny part of this whole story.
But when I undid the tow rope, they looked fine.
No, I went to get it ready for the guy to pick it up, and the passenger side tow hook was bent in more than the driver's side. On closer inspection, I was looking at this really close. So anyways, this tow hook was bent in a little bit. And here's nothing wrong. And so what happened was the bolts holding this onto the frame had gotten elongated and basically had just gotten bent out of shape. So they took it in, took the bolts off, they put new bolts on, torqued it down, it's fixed. Nothing damaged. I didn't damage the vehicle at all. It's fine. The really funny story about this whole deal, and this, besides getting buried and all that stuff, is that I was doing the Bronco Sport video, and I was reading the press release as I was doing the video, so I want to make sure get some facts correct. I want to make sure the facts are correct in some of the B-roll. And part of the press release talked about how staunch their tow hooks were.
And you're like,
yeah, and so I'm just reading along, and I'm just kind of making sure, I'm hitting the top thing. I'm like, I read that, I was like, I had to stop and had to refilm that whole part because I couldn't complete the sentence. I was like, bullshit. I'm like, no way is that very staunch. I'm like, I saw that son of a gun twist a little bit. I'm like, come on. So yeah. So anyways, that was a funny experience. But so I was talking about I red face number things. I was talking about taking the 392 out and doing it that same climb, because the 392 is insane. And Jill and I are doing a combo video on that somehow because I have to watch hers and fit mine in. But yeah, that 392 that's insane. Yes.
I was just shocked when you called and I said, seriously, you have a goat. How the heck did you get a goat stuck? What goat mode did you not try yet?
I had rock crawling mode on. I had 4 low on. I had it all on.
Is there not a mud mode?
Yeah, mud and ruts, that was on too, but it wasn't moving.
Okay, you can't have them both on at the same time.
No, I did mud ruts. I did the rock crawling. Went back and forth. I did everything I could do so I was out in this pasture, up on this hill, and I mean it was a good. My neighbor walked to the house. I mean, you're talking about a 20-minute walk back to the house to get the 4-wheeler to get some wood, and we were putting 2x4s underneath the tires, and did everything we could think of. I mean, everything I could think of. And the funny thing is, and I guess I could have made a big deal about this, but the Tacoma made it that same climb like the week before. But what I didn't realize is that I'd been gone and they'd gotten snow and rain. And so that hill had gotten the soil had gotten really wet. And I didn't anticipate that when I did the climb. So yeah, I had my neighbors on there. First time ever, they're riding with me in the vehicle. I was showing it off a little bit, going to fly a drone. Yeah, it was all the dumbass things that you shouldn't do that I did.
So something else that you need to buy with your logo on it, apparently, is yak tracks.
I know, right. I thought about a rescue shovel. I thought about Max Tracks. I thought about, Max Tracks. I would have got out with Max Tracks. I would have got, because I would have gotten some grip. I would have got,
or not yak tracks.
Max Tracks. Things? MAXX.
Well, there's something else. Yak tracks are what you put on your shoes so you can.
Yeah.
Walk
Max
on
Tracks.
ice.
No. Max Tracks. MAXX. Yes,
there's another. That's a brand name, but yeah. So something like that. I'm going to be buying those for my husband. Christmas.
Yes, because
for his GTI.
Well, because it's so
when he gets stuck in our alley.
Right. That's a funny story. Is that her husband's got a GTI and he got stuck in the alley, even though Jill had told him not to do that.
Yeah.
And he still got
18
stuck.
inches of snow in a GTI. Not gonna work.
I think you did an exceptional job of covering that as a journalist and showing how much of a dumbass he was. She grabbed her phone immediately and took video of the whole thing.
He's like, why are you coming out with me? And I'm like, I'm going to record this miserable thing that is going to fail. I was like, no, I'm totally recording this, and I'm posting it on social media, so heads up on that.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So, and I should talk about this a little differently. I did fill out an action report on the Bronco because of the tow hook, and it's something we do. So, if people don't understand is that a pressed vehicle, there are times they get damaged. Mm-hmm. We drive a lot of vehicles. There are times it gets damaged. Don't stop.
Told them about the Toyota.
There are times they get damaged. That covers all of them. And I've been known to have a few whoopsies come up. And you fill out an accident report, and basically the manufacturer's like, look, we have insurance for a reason. This is why we have it, and then they cover everything. So it's not our insurance policy. Now, if you make a habit of breaking vehicles consistently, then you get less vehicles. That's just kind of how things work out. It's common sense, right? But yeah, so I was not going to pay that. I was not going to pay anything as far as a tow hook issue. But yeah, I did find it really. I didn't mention the review because it's unfair to mention a review that I got it stuck and this would happen. That's just unfair. But I did find it hilarious that I'm reading along in the press release and talks about how staunch their tow hooks are, and I'm like, no, no, that was hilarious.
But I thought, he could have filmed it because even though the Bronco got stuck, the F-150 pulled it out like butter. So I think it would have been a win-win situation for Ford no matter what.
Okay. Do manufacturers get upset?
You need to comment below, like if there are any pictures or video of this. Should Tim post it?
I didn't take any pictures.
I have 2 pictures of it, and I didn't take video. And one of the guys, one of my neighbors, the husband, who, oh great, he was like, you should have flown your drone and did a drone footage of it.
I love your wife, Tim. She's awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
No pictures, sorry.
Anyways, I do have 2 pictures of this. And anyway, the conversation was I should have done video. So Ryan, is it Dunhuit? Whatever his name is, Driving Sports TV. He said I missed opportunity. I should have done video of this thing. The guy I was with should have done video with the drone. But I just don't want to put video out of getting a Ford Bronco Sport stuck. I just don't feel like that's a conversation I want to have with the PR team.
But then you go and talk to the PR team that's in charge of the Ford F-150, and they're really happy with you.
Well, need pictures. I'm telling you, just imagine a Ford Bronco Sport down. I can't share a photo like this because my computer would just go crazy. Anyways, imagine it down to the frame rails. I mean, it was high centered in dirt. I mean, that's what it was. And I have pictures of when we pulled it out. I mean, it was high centered in dirt. That's what happened. So I guess I could have done. The other problem I have with doing video of this is that I will never do it correctly. I will have the toe strap that'll be an inch to the left too far, or I won't put the right amount of tension on it, or I won't do the appropriate toe strap, or I won't. I mean, it's never a win-win situation. There's always something. Yeah, no matter. I mean, I've seen guys who do professional rescue operations of vehicles, and they'll post a video, and people will tear them up about some detail. And these are professionals. And so I'm like, do I open Pandora's box to get criticized and everything I'm doing? And what I should have done, I should have walked to the top of the hill first. I should have pounded my foot on the dirt. I should have checked the terrain first. Then I should have gone for it. If I thought it was okay, I should have taken my time, picked a line. I should have a spotter. And then I should have been able to make it if I had a spotter and pick the right line. And then if I didn't make it, I should have done X, Y, Z, 5,000 things differently to get this unstuck. And it's just, it is. It's just, it's Pandora's box. I did not get too much sun on golfing. It's SPF 100, folks. I'm putting SPF 100 in my face.
But he still needs to learn to reapply. We've already had that discussion.
Yes, we've done this. Anyways, so that was my other thing. My other point of view on this is that whenever you do a rescue video, and I've done some rescue videos, is you will never do it correctly. I did a winch with Ram's Nick Kappa, who's done winching operations all over the country, and he's an expert in this. And we did a winching operation, and immediately we got criticized because we didn't put like a towel over the winch, because the winch line snaps or gets tension on it. It will snap and fly up in places, and you should put some sort of thing across the middle of this so it doesn't snap and come flying back at people.
Oh.
And I'm like, exactly. So there's always 1,000 opinions on that. And guys winch stuff all the time. Guys and girls winch stuff all the time. They rescue stuff all the time. Nina Barlow, Jeep Adventures down in, she does in Glamis. It's in California. She's out there all the time in Jeep stuff. And I've seen her do rescue stories, and I've seen her get yelled at over stuff. And I'm like, come on. This is what her job is. That's what she does. And it's still, and I just don't feel like opening Pandora's box up to more criticism than I need to read. Because, trust me, I already get a lot. It's fine.
You should join TikTok.
No.
It'll thicken your skin.
I'm not joining TikTok. I don't need one more place. Roman from TFL busted up his leg at a Jeep event. Well.
Really?
Yeah, he said Roman from TFL busted. That's too bad. Roman's a good guy.
Busted up his leg.
No, I think you might have. Yeah,
in Washington. No, Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Nick Kappa's brother, John Kappa is Nick's brother. He works at 4-Wheeler. Yes, online trolls. It's just, I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things. Ogia Adventures, I'm not saying that correctly. Spend so much time in Texas during the summer and get a full tan, Tim. LOL. Do you want to talk about farmer tan? Blind your eyes,
No,
farmer tan.
So my favorite is the golfer short tan. Because my husband gets that. And I'm just like, dude, maybe just wear shorter shorts. He's like, I don't care. And I was like, clearly.
Wait.
But it was like, from his knees down, they're like perfectly tan. And then like he sits down and you have this like blaring white thing and you're like, oh, ow, my eyes. So yeah.
For Tim, it's the ankle
awesome.
socks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you've got this leg that is tan from being in shorts golfing, and then all of a sudden this really white foot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So make sure you put that 100 SPF on your legs as well, please.
These are things I don't really
Maybe
care
you should try
about.
golfing barefoot.
I don't care about this stuff. Like, I don't.
I know. Neither does my husband, and I laugh at him anyway. So, I'm just saying.
Right. Yes. Yeah, Matt's Off-Road Rescue. I watched a lot of those rescue stuff. Any more 4xe content coming, Tim or Jill? So this is interesting. We should talk about this 4xe. And I want to talk about this in the most positive way I can. Jill's coughing. Did you swallow? Did you swallow wrong over there, Jill?
Yeah, no, I'm just laughing at you.
Thank you. Go out. I'm not going shirtless. Anyways, moving on. Jeep 4xe. This is really interesting to me, and it's just baby publisher level stuff, is that I spent a lot of time on my Jeep 4xe video. Like, I filmed a bunch, and I spent a lot of time putting it together. I mean, editing was... I didn't put the video out right away. I was a little late on Monday for the embargo, but I spent like 2 hours, which is a lot for me, editing. And I really spent a lot of time with it. I made sure all my facts were right. I read through the press release again before I published. I mean, I really wanted to make sure that, I think I said it was like 90 cell battery. I mean, I had all the numbers correct because I know how driven the electric crowd is. And if you get one thing wrong, it is it's massacred in comments. So I mean I don't really watch my videos too often. I've been trying to make a rule I watch the whole video more often, all the way through at least once, because I find little weird things. But I think I watched that thing twice. Like, I really spent my time on this, and that video went live and it tanked. And I was looking around on YouTube, and I watched other people's I didn't watch other people's videos. I looked at their view counts, and on a whole, on all these Jeep Wrangler 4xe videos, on a whole, everybody's videos basically tanked compared to what they normally would. And it was kind of interesting because it's like I spent all this time working on this thing and it didn't do very much at all. And I'll probably get a tester at some point. I'll probably do more stuff with this, but I thought it was really fascinating that it just didn't take off. Like, nobody wants to know more about Jeep 4xe plug-in hybrid. Or hybrid. I'm gonna get comment on that too. Anyways, so I mean,
no, I'm kidding.
No, but I mean,
appeared yet.
Right, it hasn't appeared yet. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know what it is, but nobody's clicking on this Jeep Wrangler 4xe. Now I am interested. I'm gonna film the Jeep 392 tomorrow and try to get Jill's video together. Try to put it out Friday because I kind of want to know, like, when I put the Jeep 392. So the Jeep 392 we have outside is a V8 powered. So it's a big V8, and this is versus the hybrid that I shot in Austin, which I don't know if I'm saying that right either. That I went out Monday, and so I'd like to know, like, what the views are going to be, that comparison, because I can tell you it's not so good, that's why it's like, do you want more content? I'm like, you guys didn't watch the content the first time. Like, I don't know how much more deep dive I'm going to go on this thing if nobody's watching it. And I was going to do some more on this. I thought the high capacity electric cooling in this vehicle was interesting because I think you can get AC cooling in your cabin faster because it's electric, and it's got a cabin heater which still works off the radiator. So I'm not sure that would make the cabin heater any faster as far as getting heated and cooled faster. But it's made to work with a battery. That way the battery's cooled between 70 to 100 degrees, and it keeps it optimal temperature. And so I thought it was interesting. So, I mean, even the chief integration manager and I were talking about it, and he liked it because it was different. And that was kind of his viewpoint. It was different. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's different. And then we happened to go out bar hopping later on that night and had good conversations. But I don't know if the appeal is there. I don't know that people really care about that. And I find it fascinating.
I think what will be interesting is when I get the test, and I think I should probably do something similar-ish to what I did with the TRX, and do like the whole what's it like to have it in the city thing, because I don't think people give a flying fig about whether or not it can go off-road and be quiet and use electric only mode. What people care about is, all right, can I go run my errands? Can I go to the grocery store? Can I, like, how accurate is that 20-mile range? What can I actually do in a city environment on all electric mode? Like, how many times do I switch into gas mode? How, I think what people are really, what is the actual city fuel economy of somebody who's just, running errands, maybe heading out to the suburbs a couple of times? And that, I think, is going to be interesting. Seeing it off-road and talking about the technology, I mean this in the nicest possible way. Boring. I mean, people, like, the technology is cool, but, like, people don't really care. Yeah. What they want to know is the real world, like, how is this actually going to perform when I drive it every day in the city? And how long is it going to take for, like, when I plug it into my wall jack, not a 240 volt jack, but a 120, 110, whatever jack in my garage, like, if I plug it in at night, will it be back to 100% charge the next day? That's what people are going to care about. I
think people are going to care about the $7,500 credit. Somebody commented today that said, well, what terrible advice you said in the video. I think at like the 150 mark or 850 mark, whatever I said. This plug-in hybrid, you don't have to plug it in. You can still use electric power and recharge itself doing maxed regen mode, and you can just drive it around. And Jill and I talked before on live streams, and there's been studies out there. The majority of people don't plug in their plug-in hybrid. Like, it's like 75. Is it 75% or 80? I mean, it's astonishing.
It could even be higher. It's I remember I had Ed Kim on as a guest for the other thing that I do, and he said it was really high. Like, Auto Pacifica has done studies. It could even be like 90%. I forget the exact number, but it is a lot of people do not plug in. And I had a Porsche Cayenne hybrid once when I was in San Francisco, and there was I was staying at a hotel. There was no way I was going to be able to charge it. And so what I ended up doing is, when I was driving on the highway, I put it into, the charge mode or whatever, and then I flip it back over into electric mode when I was driving in the city. And so I never needed to charge, but I got plenty of electric mode because it would charge up. And it didn't charge all the way when I was driving on the highway. So that could be a problem. Like, if you're only going to be on the highway for 30 minutes, like, you're probably only going to get 1 or 2 miles of range. Like, you're not going to get a huge amount of range by, like, charging it without plugging it in. But for me, when I exit the highway, so living in Chicago, when I exit the highway, it's literally 2 miles from the highway exit to my garage. So if I could charge up enough just to get the EV to go from the highway to the garage, that might make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Jeep made a point in the presentation bringing that up, saying you don't have to plug it in to get the electric power out of it, and so you still get all that torque. All you're doing is you're just getting the EV only driving, but you still get all the torque, you still get all the horsepower by using electric motors.
Because then it's like a hybrid. It goes into hybrid mode.
Right. So I mean, the only advantage you get with the plug-in is the $7,500 tax credit. So plug-in hybrid gets $7,500. Regular hybrid does not, and you get that tax credit. Plus, you can, if you do want to, plug it in and get EV only range, but you don't have to.
But if you plug it in, like, are there any offsets to your utility costs and things like that? Like, is that what that credit is for? To offset the additional utility cost you'd need for plugging it in? Because didn't you say you didn't have to have the special plug? You could plug it right into a
You can
wall
plug it,
outlet?
yeah, you can plug it at 110. No, that tax credit is to get you to buy it.
Right.
It's a carrot and a stick saying, hey, please buy this because it's better for the environment, even though you probably won't use electric only mode. It's really, it's poor legislation by, no surprise.
But if they live in a city, like here, we probably wouldn't use all electric. But if you live in a city,
I tried
like
with
Jill
that
said,
Mitsubishi.
only go 2 or 3 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible for Jill to have the plug-in hybrid Wrangler and drive it basically EV only. What's interesting about that is the integration guy and I were talking about this. There is a screen setting that pops up that tells you please burn the gas because gas goes bad. And
yeah, it does.
Yeah, people with the Bolt, the Volt or whatever it was, they talk about it all the time. Where it's they would have to the Volt. They would have to go out and drive the vehicle and burn the gas because gas is like gas will go bad after a while and it causes damage to the engine. Well, it gums up the engine and makes more maintenance. So he said there's software built in that tells you the age of the gas. Which I thought that was interesting. I couldn't make anything about that. I didn't have anything to talk about that. But yeah, I said to him I thought it was interesting. I can see a future where Jeep offers the hybrid and the 392 V8. The V6 goes away. Because if they can get the price point down in the 4xe over, by doing economics of scale, if the 4xe is good for gas and the 392 is good for, getting the hairs in your arm to stand up, right? So why would you need a V6?
Point.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. He says 666 Dynamax says, "I'll wait for all you guys to buy electric, then the price of gas will drop like a stone." It will drop like a stone. And Dougie talks about the charging pad like you have your phone. Park in the garage, when you park over, you charge a vehicle. They are working on that. There's a lot of energy loss when you do wireless charging on a big battery. I'm finding out from my friends, and so there is a lot of problems with that. So I don't know. It is interesting. I don't know. It's lots of fascinating stuff going on. So we had a technical snafu that cost us 15 minutes, but I do want to bring up this study done by IC Cars. And
I did promise while you were offline that we would stay on extra to make up for the time. So
thanks, Joe. So moving along, IC Cars. This is interesting. Do you have? I sent an email too. They looked at 6 million new and used cars between 2020. Determine which colors help, hurt, or have minimal impact on a vehicle's resale value. My wife is intrigued. The laptop's in a bad spot. I can move this. Let me move this.
I'm just checking to see what my resale value is for my red Mazda.
Yeah, so she's looking at this very closely. So the vehicle...
I'm like, just don't touch the cord. Remember, don't touch the cord.
I know, I'm not touching that damn cord. This cord... anyways, I'll tell you later. Vehicle depreciation by car color. Depreciation by car color. Which color caused the most depreciation? Should we start from the worst to the first? Yes, the worst color. If you bought a gold color vehicle, in 3 years, you're going to have 45% depreciation in that vehicle. The average is 37%. That's 45, so that's worse. Now this is funny. If you bought a brown vehicle, 42.1%. That's down 37.6%. What's funny about that is you and I both know a ton of auto journalists that talk about brown vehicles all the time.
There is one brown vehicle that I've ever had and driven that I liked.
Right. And so, I mean...
And it was the Subaru Outback. That was like the loveliest brown ever. But that was it. Every other color in brown, like all I think of when I see it on the road is that looks like baby poo.
Yeah.
And there's that baby poo yellow as well that, BMW is fond of.
Right.
So,
yeah, so I mean, do not buy brown. And I laugh
or
at
anything that looks like baby poo.
But yeah, baby poo. Next, number 11 is purple. 41.2%. And I'm thinking about, did Scion do some purple? Or did the Nissan Juke come in purple?
I don't know that Nissan Juke did. Scion definitely did. I feel like I know people who've bought like Golf R's like in a purple. There's a song called Purple Lamborghini, so I'm sure that Lamborghini does purple, but purple is a very peculiar color for a car.
So this is a very non-peculiar color, which is pretty interesting. Number 10 is black. If you bought a black vehicle, 38.4% versus an average of 37.6%.
I don't know if I agree with
Challenger in purple. Somebody mentioned Challenger in purple. Yes. That actually, is it like called Grabber purple or something like Grabber something? I forget what the actual name is, but the name itself is worth that purple. So yeah, those two cars in purple I can see, but there are not a lot of cars in purple that make sense. But black and white to me makes sense that the resale value is, poopy because now I'm stuck with like kid poop in my head. But and I don't even have kids. But
you have a husband.
Black, that would be true. He acts like a child, especially when he doesn't listen to me about cars. Teenagers of snow. But white and black makes total sense because those are often the only colors that you can get for free. So like when you go to a lot of like BMW, Audi, like if you don't want to pay an extra $500 or $1,000 or $1,500 for paint, you can get black, you can get white. So that makes sense to me. That white, black, and white are underneath the average.
Right. So Jill jumped. Number 9 is white. Thanks, Jill, for jumping.
Sorry.
Jumping that. Yeah.
Well, you were. Come on, chop, move it up. You're dragging a little bit.
He likes to extend things. Just keep talking. Yeah.
Number 8. Number 8 is silver, which is right along the industry average. So silver, white, and black are right along the average. Number 7 is blue.
Oh, sorry, honey.
Which is just slightly better, 37% versus 37.6. Red, like your Mazda, is 36.9, so you got me by 0.1%.
I know, but it still has a better resale value.
Oh, great. Gray, which I find this that gray and silver are separate. Because a lot of times I see gray and silver as being, all right, yes, I'm not winning this one. Gray is 36.4%. Yeah.
But you've got gunmetal gray kind of cars that are not silver.
Okay. Yeah, and the gunmetal gray, I think some of those actually look pretty cool.
Okay. Number 4 is green.
I don't know about these.
31.3%. Green. Then number 3 is orange. I just wonder if there's not that many orange vehicles out there, so it's 27.1%. Is it because there's not that many orange vehicles out there, that's why orange is higher resale value?
Maybe. I mean, today for work I drove a orange Fusion. It's my favorite one. It's just sporty and fun, and I don't know if it's the color, but yeah. I'm trying to think of other cars I know that are orange. My Aunt Kay's car is orange.
Oh, they bought the bad car.
But yeah, those are, you don't see orange very often.
Maybe that could be.
Well, you don't see a lot of color very often. Like I
Yeah.
was driving down the highway today, and I was just like black, 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 white, gray, black, black, black. Ooh, yellow. And it's
Yeah.
just like ooh, orange. Um, but what is it? Nissan is really good with their oranges. That their monarch orange they put on pretty much that's their signature color on all of their vehicles. And but yeah, I think that you have the Challenger, Charger, Corvette, Sebring orange on the Corvette. Those are like eye-popping colors. You know what I'm not seeing on here? Am I missing blue?
Wait. Let me finish this up before you go down your whole type right here. Number 2, speaking of unique colors, is beige with 22.8%. Yes.
I'm going back to like baby poo.
And number one, if you bought a yellow vehicle, you're doing the best at 20.4%. So you are gonna save some money
I believe that.
on orange.
Well, and yellow too.
So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. They would rent white. Somebody would rent an orange Jeep. Hot pink is number 1. I have seen the Barbie Jeeps. I have seen hot pink in real life. I have seen these things in real life.
Yeah.
I've seen a Hummer that's like Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It's not even a Mary Kay car. Like Mary Kay is like a subtle silver pink, but like that Pepto-Bismol pink, like Hummer H2, I'm just like, my head hurts. You really gotta like pink. Like I'd hate to see what their house looks like.
Yeah, low sample size. Who buys beige? 6 million vehicles between, what did I say, 2017 and 2020. 6 million vehicles they studied. I don't know if I've seen a beige besides a Camry or Corolla. I mean,
I'm thinking like a Nissan or
Buick?
Yeah.
My
Just
dad
little
used to
sedans.
get beige Buicks.
Buick.
Yeah, beige Buick.
Buick.
I don't understand how that's. I mean, it's just it's a really kind of interesting study. Yellow is number 1, which is surprising to me. Blue and red. I mean, 6, 7. I mean, I would have those up higher than beige and
Green.
green. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of green. Green's making a comeback. Toyota's done a ton of stuff in green lately, and seeing a lot of stuff in green.
And it depends on the
On
green,
the green.
too.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
we
like-
did that Dodge Charger. Dodge Durango Hellcat in green. The video is, I just need to publish it, and that green was good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, F8 green, which is my eye color. I noted that in the comments.
right. She's got a photo of herself in the track helmet with her eye color matching the. I did not include that. So the study also includes analysis by segment: SUVs, pickups, convertible, coupes, sedans, and minivans. Key findings: popular colors white, black, silver have minimal impact, won't help or hurt a vehicle's resale value. So if you go white, black, or silver, you're kind of in the middle. So most beneficial colors for retaining value, including yellow and orange, are not common color choices. Rarity alone does not determine how much a vehicle depreciates. As 3 paint colors, high depreciation, purple, brown, and gold, also have low market share. So yeah, even though they're low market share, unique vehicles, they still depreciated quite a bit.
So that purple, gold, and green, aren't those Mardi Gras colors?
They are.
That maybe I don't know. I'm just saying, like maybe
No,
there's something there with alcohol and.
I will let you try to make this connection. You're using that lasso from the Broncos. Just
I'm just thinking of Batman.
Batman.
Not the
And
new
the Joker.
Batman, but the old Batman had some purple and yellow going, and purple and green, and all of those old comic books had a lot of purple and green in them.
Wow, I thought Jill was making a wild conclusion
Sorry.
there.
You are spot on the Mardi Gras thing. All I can picture in my head is a big king cake with purple and gold and green.
Like,
I'm trying to figure that out. Like purple.
Have you
Art.
had king cake? Okay, we're getting a king cake next year.
I feel like maybe I should. Yes. So Gene's with you. Adam West Batman.
Yeah, see?
What? Yeah, and Mike's Adam. Wasn't that? Wasn't? Yeah, I think so.
I'm like, where's my Metropolis kind of guy?
Right. I don't know
where are you?
I don't know where Sean's at tonight. Sean's probably busy. He probably bugged out when we had 16 minutes of nothing.
Probably.
I don't know how YouTube kept that going. That's crazy. Okay, so we should wrap this up because
I have a question though. So I need some help. So I don't know if Tim filled you guys in that we're getting 3 minivans in a row. And yeah, he's so excited. I get to take the first one to Denver. And so and this is totally not the crew that would be interested in minivans. But I need to know what you guys want to see.
Well, no, you're getting all 3.
I know I am, but what am I... Is there specific things like between the Toyota, the Honda, and the
Chrysler Pacifica
that I should be looking for?
So seat comfort.
Seat comfort,
obviously. I would say
you all have
family
boys the same
features.
size as Jill, so it'd be interesting to see how they fit in the bed.
Do you want me to see if they have an escape hatch, Jill?
Ejector button. Family friendly features. I found on TikTok a lot of people asked about like cabin talk or whatever, like the cabin watch or like those things, like the cameras that are big brothering on your kids. They asked about that, and they wanted demonstrations. I didn't figure out a really good way to do, like, because I'm just using my phone, but if you have the GoPro and a phone, like maybe there's a way to do a demonstration of what it sounds like with the cabin talk and what it looks like when you do the cabin watch.
Oh, we can totally do that. Tyler will have his phone. Cody will have his iPad. We'll be good to go.
Yeah, I think that could actually be really interesting as some kind of an interaction with multiple people videoing the same thing at the same time and what it looks like and like the response and everything. So
good ideas, Jill.
We got some comments. Somebody wants to know handling. How does it slalom between the street lights? Somebody else wants to know 0-60 comparison.
Oh, I can do that.
John,
I'm always the first one out of the stoplights.
how many bags of concrete can each minivan carry?
I'm going to IKEA, so I can't tell you on concrete, but I can tell you if it'll hold a small desk.
Cargo room with third seat up. That'd be important.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, we can get some luggage thrown there. John, so this is interesting. I'm gonna wrap it up with this. There was a video done this morning from Ford talking about some new towing features. One of the new towing features was a little funny to people, a little controversy, is that it's got a payload scale indicator. So it will show you on the screen how much weight you have in the bed of your truck.
Okay.
Before you do that, you have to put in an estimated number on how much you and your passengers weigh in the cabin. And so somebody said, no girl is going to hop in a truck with you unless, because you're not going to be like, well, how much do you weigh when you hop in the truck?
It's never going to be accurate.
So, I mean, Jill's always said she's 98 pounds. She's been very clear about this. But this is not something women, yeah.
95. You just
I'm sorry, 95
pounds. What the heck?
But this is not something women talk about very often. And I thought the comments were kind of funny. And I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting. So
none of us are honest on our driver's license. So why would we be honest in a tow video?
Yeah. So that came up with the comments. I was like, well, that's so awkward. Let's see. Can you put anything on the roof, like a ladder on the roof of the minivan? Okay. What is Jill's?
Here's one for you. Who fits in stow and go? Because, by the way, I almost do.
I will try it because I think our son Ty is about your size.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just don't close anything and don't have them put their legs like underneath the hump. I like the time that I wedged myself into stow and go.
Yeah.
I have a very funny picture of me. But I was just like I don't know how you make the phone call to Chrysler and say, so I got stuck in Stow and Go, and I had to have like the jaws of life come and extricate me from this thing. So your car is now totaled because I thought it would be funny to put myself in Stow and Go. So just be careful on that. So somebody wants to know what's on my pillows. I'm just going to do a quick hold up of my pillows really quick back here because I don't know which one they want to see.
It's the blue one.
So
what is that
this
one?
is that's the Jaguar logo on a classic car. And then this is a split window Corvette emblem.
Yep.
Pictures I took and then turned into pillows. So
Nice.
that's what's on my pillows.
The final question tonight is, did I get my golf club case back from Jill? Did you see the video?
I did.
How she decided to hop in that? I have no idea.
For putting myself in small spaces. I good thing I'm not claustrophobic.
All right, that's it, folks. That's it for tonight. I will have to go back and edit this out 16 minutes, and I'll do that right now. And new computer will be ordered in nanoseconds after this live stream is done.
3, 2,
Yes.
1.
Because that's enough. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being on our channel. We will see you